Okay, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hello, hello. Welcome, how's everyone doing? Hello, I am Phil I am, and this is my stream for today. Only one gameplay stream for today, folks. Today is actually Sunday, February 18th, 2018. Why only one stream today? Especially after just returning from time away, and yesterday, the disaster of my power being out. A good reason. You know, I would like to do 2 streams today. But in particular, this week, I have many things that I need to do for the patrons. So, just to give you guys a rough idea of what you can expect today and the next few days, so you know what's on the agenda. Today, we've got the return of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I know. Some of you may say, whoa, you deleted this game like 2 weeks ago when you were so frustrated playing it. You know, why are you playing it again? Well, 2 reasons, folks. Number one, if you guys aren't aware, since it's been 2 weeks, since I last played, and almost a month since the release of the game, it's actually been almost exactly a month since it came out last month in late January, the player base for the game has dropped dramatically. All right, those first couple of weeks, you had a ridiculous amount of people playing the game. Both people who were taking the game, seriously at a competitive level, and also people who were just playing for the hell of it, casual players who just are fans of Dragon Ball. And basically the server load was insane. The servers couldn't handle it. They were overloading. They were crashing constantly, and it was so frustrating not only having to wait around, upwards of 10 plus minutes to even get a match, but then when you get a match to have it just drop in the middle of the match, it was really incredibly frustrating, all right? And number two, I was very, very angry that the input lag just seemed to be all over the place. Some matches would be amazing. Some matches, it would seem to be insanely delayed. And, it was pretty upsetting. For a game that I knew, when it came to its core fundamentals, seemed to be a really solid fighting game, for it to kind of be ruined by just a bad online experience was really disheartening for me. Especially because this is really the only major fighting game coming out until May, when we're going to have the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, which could be quite good and quite the interesting experience. I'm very much looking forward to that. But, that is a ways off still, okay? And so, this being pretty much the only major fighting game release for a while, I was pretty disappointed. So I quit. I said, forget it. I'm not going to keep wasting my time and frustrating myself playing this game. When I know that it's inferior. I know that it should be better than it is online, and I'm wasting. I still remember the stream. It was when I was trying to use Android 21, and the games were crashing so often that even my stream viewers were like, "Dude, we like watching you play fighting games, and this is unbearable. This is like nails on a chalkboard at this point." Seriously, it's just it's such bullshit, and I said, you know what? You guys are right. And, I'm drawing the line here. Enough is enough. And I actually deleted the game off my PS4 at that point because I was so frustrated. All right. So now, what's changed? Well, in the past couple of weeks, number one, as I said, most of the player base, the casual player base, have fallen off. They played the game for a few weeks. They beat the story mode. They played a little bit of online. They got their fill and they're done. If they were going to play, maybe they'll play with their friends or whatever locally. But they're not going to be constantly playing the online multiplayer anymore. So right there, just by default, a fighting game after, about a month has a natural drop-off of players. So number one, the servers supposedly are a hell of a lot more steady. They're not constantly crashing. Matches are not constantly dropping. And from what I'm going to understand, it's a lot easier to find online matches now than it was just a couple weeks ago. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, I've decided, ladies and gentlemen, to attempt to play this game today with my PlayStation 4 pad, rather than my joystick, which is the Hori Real Arcade Pro 4, which is what I was attempting to play this on at launch. Why? Because I did some research, and I found out that the PS4 pad has a 1.83 millisecond of delay between when you push the button and when something actually happens in the game. Pretty much the lowest possible you can get. The Hori joystick I've been using has 4. So I was doing, 2.2 milliseconds of additional input delay. Now, to you, the common gamer, may say, that's no big deal. Well, for a competitive game, it could make all the difference. And to give you guys a perfect example, you know, a lot of people were saying, Phil, it just seems like your reactions are really slow because people are doing this dash full screen at you, and you're supposed to easily be able to read the dash and do an anti-air attack that leads to a giant air combo punish. I'd say probably in 80% of the matches that I played in this game online, I couldn't do it. I would try to do it. It would come out so delayed for me that I would always get hit by the air dash, which is bullshit. You're supposed to be able to punish it easily. Having that added 2 milliseconds of delay, you know, may be the reason why. Maybe today playing on pad, I'll actually be able to do a little bit better. Now, I'm going to have to learn the game again for them to understand. I think the assists and the tags are going to be the left triggers, while the super moves and then also the Dragon Rage and the dash are going to be the right triggers. And also, if I want to go to burst mode at the end of the match, that's both right triggers together. I think I'm going to have to test this because I haven't actually played the game with the pad yet. So I'm going to test this today. You know, the first couple matches may be a little, you know, shaky because I'm going to be learning the controls here, you know, on the PS4 pad. So we'll see how it goes. All right, but I'm going to be playing this all afternoon. This is the only stream I'm doing for today, okay? It's going to be about, you know, 4 hours with a break in between, obviously, of multiplayer content of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'll probably be switching my team between all the characters I've played. For example, you know, Android 16, Trunks, Gotenks, Goku, maybe Vegeta, probably Adult Gohan, Cell, Frieza, Android 21, you know, the various characters who I've kind of messed around with in the game so far. More than likely, I'll be playing with today, during the course of today's stream. Maybe I'll mix up the teams a little bit. Okay. So I guess we'll see how it goes. All right. We will see how it goes. There's no stream later tonight. Why? Because tonight I am, first of all, filming the weekend preview. You know, it's a Sunday, so the weekend preview. Number 2, I have a lot of stuff to do for patrons this week. I have 2 private Q&A videos to film, which will probably take an hour or more. Plus, I've got to create the new poll. If you guys aren't aware, there's an Indies Marathon coming up. It's going to be held in early March. That is a celebratory goal event for hitting the subscriber goal in the month of January. And right now, for the past month, patrons have been nominating games to be played in that marathon. Starting tonight, I'm creating the poll for them to vote. So they'll actually have until the end of February, you know, another, 11 days, 10 days, to vote on what games are going to be in this Indies Marathon. And I'll keep you guys abreast of the voting results, so you guys know what to expect, you know, when that marathon is approaching. Okay, I'm going to set the date for that marathon soon. I haven't yet, but I will soon, okay? So, that is what's on the agenda for today. Now, I'm going to warn you guys of something. I talked about it with people on the pre-stream, or the stream chat before pre-stream. I hurt my neck last night. This week in particular, with my girlfriend moving in, there was a lot of strenuous activity. And no, it's not what you lewd people are thinking. You know, there's a lot of moving stuff around. You know, moving her stuff in, moving stuff around the house to get stuff set up for her. You know, her office alone had a lot of equipment and stuff that I was moving around and, you know, cleaning and stuff. And I actually, first of all, I hurt my arm earlier this week. My right arm, I was moving something around the house, and I felt a very sharp pull / stabbing pain in the joint of my elbow and, you know, my right arm. And I was like, oh, fuck. So my right arm's been hurting me all week. Obviously, I must have hurt all the muscles in it. You know, lifting heavy stuff and moving it around the house. So that finally, you know, that happened about the middle of the week. That was finally healing. And actually, the arm's still a little sore, but it's been feeling a lot better. But more than likely what happened is my body started overcompensating for the fact that my arm hurt. So I started straining my neck. And then last night, all of a sudden, I just wrenched my neck the wrong way. And I got stabbing, shooting nerve pain from the back of the right side of my neck all the way down the right side of my shoulder. And it fucking hurts. If I turn my head to the left or down, it hurts bad. I can actually turn my head to the right and up, and it's fine. But if I turn my head to the left or down, it fucking hurts, man. So, the good news is, I have a job where I play video games all day. I don't have a strenuous job where I have to, you know, do anything in regards to, lifting stuff, walk or standing all day, or physical activity, right? So that's the good news. Sadly, the bad news is, if I do get stressed out on stream today, let's say, for example, I get into a rage mode because the game is sucking online or whatever, I hope I don't accidentally now wrench my neck further. This injury, by the way, it's a lingering injury I've had for a long time. I actually got it just a day or two before I went to a Street Fighter tournament. The last major Street Fighter tournament I ever attended. This was during the days of the Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Okay? So we're talking a good, a long time ago, 6-7 years ago, when that game was like new and fresh. Okay? I actually remember what happened. This was back when I lived in Connecticut, and I was standing in the doorway of my bathroom, and it was the morning, and I was stretching, all my muscles and everything, and I was stretching my neck to the left and right, and I stretched my neck to the left, and I felt a cracking and a sharp nerve pain in my neck, and immediately I had shooting nerve pain, just like I had last night, through my neck, through my shoulder, only then it was even worse. It shot all the way down through my right arm, so bad it went into my thumb, my right thumb, and I lost all feeling in my right thumb for about a month. It was completely numb. That's how bad it was. So obviously it was a really bad nerve pinch. And it sucked because I had a Street Fighter tournament in Atlanta, of all places, that I was going to. I had scheduled to go, and I was supposed to play Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as well as Super Turbo in this tournament. And so I entered, and within... Actually, I take it back. Was it Atlanta? No. It wasn't Atlanta. It was Philadelphia. I take that completely back, guys. It was Philadelphia. And I entered this tournament, and my first round match, I'm trying to play. I can't feel my thumb. So I can't tell if I'm hitting the buttons. I can't tell what I'm doing. And I basically, through the match, I said, I can't play this. Like, I can't even do a basic 3-hit combo because I can't feel when my fingers touching the joystick. And then later on, I had another match. I just forfeit. And that tournament was the biggest waste of money for me. I went back to my hotel room. No lie. I played Dragon Age, what was it? 2. What was the name of Dragon Age 2? I can't remember. But anyway, Dragon Age 2. I went back and played it in my hotel room on my PS4 and captured it because this is back when I used a camera for about 8 straight hours for a day during the tournament instead of playing the tournament, and uploaded the videos to YouTube. So it was like a normal day of work as if I had been at home because my thumb was so bad. So, yeah. And since then, what happened was, it gradually got better. And all the pain went away or whatever. But every once in a while, I'll be stretching, or I'll be, like I said, in this case, my arm was already overstressed this week from, doing a lot of lifting and stuff. And my arm was already injured, so I probably was already overcompensating for my arm. And last night, whatever happened, pinched, and now here I am in pain again. It sucks. So I'm on some Aleve. I took an Aleve. If you don't know, Aleve is a over-the-counter pain reducer / anti-inflammatory here in the United States. It's supposed to help with nerve pain as well as muscle pain, joint pain. So hoping that helps to negate the pain today on stream. I'm going to do my best for you guys, obviously. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There you go, okay? Tomorrow, Monday, I'll return to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on my main stream. And for those of you who've been waiting, I know many of you have been waiting with hot anticipation and bated breath. Ladies and gentlemen, the return of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Yes, I know, we all know. It's been a week, folks. Can you believe it? A week since I played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. The withdrawals at this point have got to be out of control. People are fiending for more PUBG. I know it. I know it, guys. Listen. We live, we eat, we breathe, we sleep PUBG. Everything we think about, PUBG. When I go to the store, I think about what would I loot if this were PUBG. Yes, of course. So tomorrow, the incredible return of PUBG. All right, then Tuesday, will be more San Andreas, and then the return of Secret of Mana, which sadly, I didn't get to play it last night because yesterday I had no power for 5 hours. So I ended up losing out a lot of the time when I would have normally streamed. I know some people are sad about that. I am too, and I apologize for that. So that'll come back Tuesday. And then Wednesday will probably be more Dragon Ball and PUBG. And then Thursday is the return of Ask the King. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my bi-monthly Q&A show. Last one I did was during Christmas week. So please, folks, post up your questions on the kingofhate.com forums right now. The thread has been there and been live for weeks, for actually a month, 2 months. And the more questions I get, all right, the better the show is. In particular, I'm sure, with the recent, the recent developments that have happened in regards to, my girlfriend moving in and the amazing stuff that she's been doing, I'm sure people have many questions, okay? In fact, my God, last night she made banana bread. I've never had homemade banana bread before. And I just had it for breakfast this morning. Oh my God, it was good. She made it so moist. 3 delicious bananas in it. Oh my God, man. I am living in Cloud 9 right now. Like, it's so good. I get the best. She's making amazing food. She's gorgeous. She lives with me. It's too good. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I feel like I won the lottery right now. I seriously do. So I'm pretty excited. I am. I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are excited too. And by the way, people may be seeing the new cheer animation right now on screen, folks. You may not be aware. Yes, if you cheer 50 bits or more today, you're going to see the new cheer animation designed by Popsicolo. It was Popsicolo who made that new cheer animation, which is pretty awesome. In addition, we actually have a new subscriber animation, which actually is not new. This is a subscriber animation that Dr. Zombius made way earlier last year, and I only used it for like a week. And then some other game-specific animations came out, and I never used it again. So I went back to the old one. Yeah, I went back to the old one so that it would have some variety here, because I've been using the same sub animation for so long. So if you subscribe to the channel today, you're also going to see a new animation you've probably never seen before. And then what I did is I rotated out the old cheer bits animation, which everyone likes, as the new tips animation. So basically all the animations on stream have been refreshed. So if you guys cheer, sub, or tip today, at these certain thresholds of 50 bits or, a $5 tip, you're going to see new animations, which is pretty cool, right? So hopefully you guys enjoy them. Okay. There you go. All right, folks. So, yeah, a great week ahead. A good variety of stuff with the continuation of San Andreas, Secret of Mana, PUBG returning, Ask the King. If Dragon Ball FighterZ goes well today, I'll probably play it again next weekend. I'm totally okay with playing a fighting game once a week. If people enjoy seeing it, and if it goes well today with the matches and everything, I definitely would consider playing it again, all right? Pretty cool. Thumbs up. All right, everybody. So what else is there to talk about? Not anything else much in particular. I think we've pretty much covered most of the major stuff. I will say this. We are currently in a drive to get more subs for the month here. We've got 10 days left in the month of February, guys, if you aren't aware, okay? Right now, we're at 494 subscribers on the channel, which, by the way, I'm incredibly grateful for. And I do want to say thank you to everyone who does contribute through cheers, subs, or tips. Again, this year, my goal is to make Twitch my main source of income and to make kind of YouTube just an afterthought. So when YouTube ad revenue plummets and that stuff, does terrible, I don't have to worry about it or fret about it. Instead, I could just focus here on Twitch, right? And we can all have a good time and positivity around the streams and everything. Don't have to worry about negativity about ad revenue on YouTube or anything like that, right? So that being said, we are doing a big drive for subscribers, okay? And right now, being at 494 subs, we are not too far away from hitting the sub goal for the month. The tier 1 sub goal is 550 subscribers. I know we could do it in 10 days. Now that I'm going to be here every day doing double streams most days, I know we can do it, okay? I absolutely know that we can do it. We can hit these goals, all right? It's very doable. So that being said, please consider subbing if you would like, if you want to support the channel. If we hit the tier 1 sub goal, which is going to be 550 subs, I will start a cooking show with Kat. we'll start up a new cooking show where we'll detail the steps that we take to make a new meal and then show you the finished result. You know, we are planning on making many new meals and things together. So we're hoping that we can hit this goal and start up a new cooking show for you guys. You know, people want me to do another cooking show for 7 years. So this would be a great opportunity and great motivation to sub. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we somehow hit 600 subs, which I'll be real with you guys. I don't think we're doing it in 10 days. I'll just be real. It'll be the return of the Patron's Choice playthrough. You know, and I definitely want to do that too now that Super Mario Sunshine is over. It's always good to have a downtime playthrough to balance with everything else. And the patrons have had some pretty good ideas recently of games that I could play. You know, GameCube games and the like. Or ideas for good throwback games, being this is my 10-year anniversary as a content creator. You know, games you would like to see me play again. So, you know, that being said, sub, okay? The more subs, the better. It helps out. We hit these goals. We'll do lots of celebratory, fun stuff. Sounds good? All right. Well, all right. Okay. So that being said, folks, thank you very much for your support. It's now time for our traditional plugs segment. If you would like to go above and beyond being a normal stream viewer, if you'd like to go above and beyond being just a video watcher on YouTube and a viewer of my content, and you'd like to maybe contribute in other ways to ensure that I can continue to do this as my full-time occupation, there are many ways that you can do so. The first of which is my Patreon. If you go check it out at patreon.com/DarkSidePhil, you will find a monthly Patreon campaign to which you can contribute. Your monthly pledges directly aid me in the cost of operating this business. For example, folks, the cost of video games, the cost of electricity, the cost of internet, the cost of equipment. For example, recently I had to buy a new monitor out of nowhere. I had to buy a new headset just a month or two ago, and a new controller recently. No, that's just the past couple of months. So this could end up being a pretty pricey venture at the end of the day, okay? So all that being said, ladies and gents, your pledges to my Patreon help me out, obviously, but it's not just about helping me out. You get stuff back for it, too. In fact, pledging to my Patreon gives you unprecedented control and interaction over myself and my content. Let me give you some examples. Some perk levels that you can earn for your pledges, depending on how much you pledge. You get text or verbal thank yous in my YouTube videos. Pretty cool. You can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, which incidentally is this week. So people who had pledged in December and January are going to get their questions answered for sure on my show, which is pretty sweet. You can actually nominate and vote on games for events. I've already mentioned. People right now are nominating, and as of tonight, will be voting on indie games for an upcoming Indie Games Marathon. There's another example of great control you can have being a patron. Or, the highest level perk, the private Q&A video. You could get that as well. And people love this perk so much, some people have come back multiple times and repledged the highest level in order to get this perk over and over. That's how awesome it is. So, for full details, head over to patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. Thank you everyone who has contributed in the past, and thank you to anyone who is considering contributing in the future. Thank you very much. All right, number 2. There is my Teespring store, folks, where you can buy t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all kinds of fun merchandise. That's all themed to DSPGaming and or DarkSidePhil. Really cool swag, collectibles, whatever you want to call it. In fact, right here, I can show you. Every single day here on stream, I'm using my DarkSidePhil King of Hate mug. It's the skull design, which is really awesome. Give it a look there. You know, I love it. And I own many shirts and things from the Teespring shop myself, so I can attest to their quality. They're really good stuff, okay? Anything you buy from my Teespring shop, I get a pretty sizable commission for, all right? So thank you to everyone who has bought something, you know, in the past or is thinking of doing so in the future. I have an update, folks. In regard to the 10th anniversary line of product, it will be released later this year. We're now aiming for about a fall release date, and it would make perfect sense for that to happen, because guess what? My actual 10-year anniversary as a content creator will happen this fall. It was the fall of 2008 when I posted up my very first gameplay-style videos on my original DarkSidePhil channel on YouTube. So why not release the merch exactly with the timing of my actual 10-year anniversary? So that's going to happen later this year, but as of now, there's amazing designs on there made by viewers and fans. Really cool stuff. Give it a look. And by the way, if you do happen to buy anything from my Teespring shop, feel free to send me a picture of it when you receive it. whether you're wearing it or not, you just want to show it, send it to my Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP. I will share that with my over 25,000 Twitter followers. Pretty awesome, right? Okay. All right, folks. And then, of course, last but not least, if you're here live on the stream watching and you'd like to maybe get a shout out, right? Get a nice free interaction with a shout out for your contributions here on stream, you could do so by either cheering, subbing, or tipping, okay? As I've said, your contributions this year have been very positive and allowed me to keep doing what I'm doing and make Twitch my main source of income, and I'd like to keep that positivity going, all right? If you cheer, sub, or tip, I'll give you a shout out. You can leave a message when you do so. Now, keep in mind, folks, one thing in particular, this is a fighting game stream today. Understand, I cannot drop everything I'm doing in the middle of a competitive match to give you shout outs. However, I'd be more than happy to give you shout outs in between the matches as soon as I can. And in particular, there's a lot of usually downtime waiting for matches. So in that regard, I'll be able to give you a shout out then. And some people like to do wagers. Like they'll say, if Phil can win this next match in this method, you know, we'll do a special cheer this way or that way. You know, it's cool. It's kind of cool to take wagers and stuff during fighting game streams. It's pretty neat. So just a couple ideas, all right? Now, if you cheer 50 bits or more, if you subscribe to the channel and click on the share button after you do, or if you tip me $5 or more during the stream, not only are you going to get your verbal shout out, you're also going to get an on-screen pop-up thank you notification, all right? Those are the visual notifications you guys are seeing pop up in the corner. That's what those are. So that being said, folks, you know, pretty cool opportunity to also get visual and verbal recognition for any, you know, any contributions that you actually do during the course of today's stream, all right? All right, it's time for some shout-outs already for those who cheered, subbed, and tipped during the pre-stream and even overnight. So let me refresh my Muxy layout here, and let's get to some shout-outs here for you guys. All right, so first of all, I want to say thank you to those who overnight did any kind of contributions. Your contributions are much appreciated and help me out. It's awesome that some people actually think of me when I'm not even here live streaming. It's pretty damn neat, I must say so myself. So shout out to the following individuals who did overnight contributions. We had Infinite55 with a 100-bit cheer. Game Master is alive. That's right, ladies and gents. He changed his name. It used to be Game Master 2003 is dead. He changed it to Game Master is alive. Pretty cool. He did 25-bit cheer. Jack Spartacus did a 100-bit cheer. And Game Master is alive did another 30-bit cheer. So again, thank you guys for your contributions. And now for those who contributed when the stream started today. We had Mr. Swaggins getting things started with a cheer, and he says, do you have any statues left that you love so much to the point you would never sell them? I remember that the big-ass Joker you had, probably my favorite one. I still have a ton of statues. I've got the Joker. I've got Poison Ivy. I've got She-Hulk. I believe I still have Guile. A bunch of the Team Fortress ones. I still got the tank from Left 4 Dead 2. I still have the portal gun. I still have, I think I may still have, I don't know if I have him now I'm thinking about it. I probably have at least 10 or more collectible statues from, you know, back in the day when I had monstrous amounts of disposable income. I'm talking the years of, you know, let's see here. I'm trying to think. It was 2011 when I started making money on YouTube, and 2012 was my biggest year ever. And I paid off all my debt and everything. And at that point, I had no real aspirations. I didn't know that I hadn't met. Well, I guess I had at that point, but I wasn't really planning to move out of Connecticut or anything yet. So I just had a ton of money I was sitting on, and I blew it on these stupid statues, which I never should have done. Okay, I admit now wholeheartedly it was really stupid. Back then, I was ignorant. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I bought a ridiculous amount of these collectible statues, some of which now are worth upwards of $1,000, no lie. Problem is, it's only worth that if you could find someone willing to pay it. And I've looked all over locally, and there's no one in this area who's looking to buy anything. I went to toy stores, comic book stores, collectible stores. Basically, no one's like, nope, we're not interested. So I could bring these things to a pawn shop and probably get $50 each for them, which I'm not going to do. Or I could try to sell them online. Problem is online, if you want to sell on Amazon, you have to file to be a business, which I'm not going to do. It's stupid. That's definitely what I want, to start filing to be an online business just to sell a couple statues. Or I could try on eBay, but eBay is full of scammers. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's really no way that I could sell these things. Are there any statues that I love so much that I would never let go of them? Honestly, no. Because those statues, since I moved here in the summer of 2004, nearly 4 years ago, those statues are sitting in their boxes, in their packing, in my storage nook. They've never been removed. And I have no plans to remove them. They're just fucking sitting there. So, no. Like, I have no aspirations that I must hold on to this one statue. I'd rather just get rid of them and honestly make a couple $1,000. That would help me, I'm sure, towards my tax situation and everything going on. But instead, they're just sitting here in limbo forever, stuck, and I don't know if I'll ever get rid of them, honestly. It just kind of sucks. Okay. And oh my God. Radar Ritter says, only buyers or only sellers scam you on eBay, not buyers. Wrong. I was scammed by a buyer. I had a game console. I listed it up there for sale. Someone bought it via PayPal, paid me. I waited 4 days for the PayPal funds to clear. Then I mailed them the console. And as the console was in transit, I got a claim on PayPal. Oh, this was a fraudulent charge by a stolen credit card. Therefore, all funds have been refunded. So then I tried to contact the guy. Of course, he didn't respond because he was a scammer. So then I tried to contact the mailing group who I mailed it through. And they said, oh, sorry. We can't stop it, so he gets it no matter what. So not only did he keep his money, then he kept his, he kept my fucking console too. So I got double fucked. Yep. And there's no defense against it. That's the problem with eBay. It's a piece of shit, really. It really is. It's dependent on, the trust of two parties who are actually going to be trustworthy. When for a fact, you guys know, if I were to start listing stuff on eBay, it'd be 100% scammers bidding on it. So there you go. Okay. So shout out to Sergeant Woomy, who cheered and said, it's Super Saiyan, Salty, Sander, Squid Sunday. Man, how many S's can I fit in? Blue Blur, 64, resubscribed for the 10th month in a row. Thank you, Blue Blur, for the resub. I appreciate that. Big Tone 995 did a 50-bit cheer and says, all the PUBG. Hashtag PUBG Super Hype over 9,000. Some people really enjoy my PUBG stuff, and I'm happy to be returning to it tomorrow. Dick tipped me $1. Dick says, you should play San Andreas tomorrow because it's a holiday, so people will be out of work. I am playing San Andreas tomorrow as my main stream. That is right. Tomorrow, for those who are not aware, in the United States, it is President's Day. Most people who have office jobs are out of work. However, people who live might as well live. But anyway, people who work in restaurants, who work in the service industry, or who work at retail stores still have to work. Some people are out of school tomorrow as well. But I'm streaming San Andreas tomorrow, Monday. So there you go. BM Tell did a 50-bit cheer and says, love the new cheer animation. I do too. Again, shout out to Popsicolo. It's been a while since we had new animations. He made the first one. This was his first stab at it, by the way. And it's pretty good. So, looking forward to see if he has, the desire to work on any more for the future. And again, anyone who would like to possibly take a stab at making animations for, my streams, you can take a stab at it and post them up over on the kingophate.com forums, especially if you want a template of, gee, what are the dimensions? What's the file type? Just head over there right now. There's already a thread. It's fan art, emotes, that kind of stuff. It's that kind of submission thread. It's been running for over a year. And you'll be able to see, Popsicolo just posted up his animations. You can use that as a guideline for your own. I'd be more than happy to rotate people's created animations through here on the streams. I really would. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. Shout out to Asian News, who subscribed to the channel for the 2nd month in a row. Thank you, Asian News, for a resub. He says 2 months. Yes, thank you very much for 2 months of support. Oliphosaurus Rex did a 25-bit cheer and said, if you were able to go to California on vacation in the next few years, what part would you go to? San Francisco, LA, San Diego? More than likely, I would want to do the touristy thing. I haven't done that ever since I was a kid. I went there as a kid with my parents, and we went to touristy LA. So we went to Universal Studios, we went to SeaWorld, we went on Hollywood Boulevard, but I was very young. I would like to do that again as an adult, obviously with Kat, it would be awesome. We'd go down Hollywood Boulevard, see all the stars and celebrities, do some of the fun stuff there. There's two wax museums on that road, a bunch of famous food. Head over, Universal Studios, which I absolutely love. Maybe do some more touring, maybe even go to Disneyland. I don't know. We'd see, see what we have time for and how much money we have, obviously. But that would be a really awesome vacation, I think. But eventually, I would absolutely like to go to both San Francisco and San Diego. See, the thing is now I live in Washington State. To fly down to California is incredibly cheap. It's like $200. It's super cheap. You can even get discount flights that are like $200 round trip, which is crazy. For me, it would be more the cost of transportation and cost of the hotel and stuff. But I would definitely like to go there. And I'll be honest, I really need a vacation. However, right now, no plans, especially this year. There's definitely zero plans. In fact, it was funny. Kat said to me, it was so funny. She meets me at the airport, right? The final time I'm picking her up at the airport this week. And she walks up to me and we hug and kiss. I'm like, you're finally home, baby. And she says, I don't want to fly, if I can help it, for like as long as possible. I'm done flying for now. And I looked at her and I said, well, no worries. We're in no situation where we can afford to be going on a vacation or nothing anytime soon anyway. She's just so tired. In the past year, she flew here 4 times, to be with me. And she is so tired from the flying. She just wants to relax here and make this her home, And I get that. So let's say, I would like to aim, let's say maybe a year or two. Maybe in a year or two. Of me working my butt off and everything getting settled in here. Maybe I can, again, make the Twitch stream so successful that I get out of the financial rut I'm in. And then maybe we can finally afford to go somewhere nice on vacation. But for now, we just want to relax here and be at home together. So, there you go. All right. Shout out to Big Tone, who did another cheer. He said, what's the first recipe you guys will do? Well, we're not sure. In fact, we bought this cookbook. When I got the slow cooker, I got a cookbook with it as well. Slow cooker cookbook. And there's 500 recipes in it we've been looking at. But in addition to that, there's other recipes that Kat has been looking at. But we're not sure what we're going to do yet. We really have no idea. We're kind of leaving it open. Once a week, maybe she's going to try something new. And then we'll rotate that with other recipes that I've done before and or I know how to do that are, pretty simple. Like today, we're going to do chicken fajitas. So, pretty simple. Toss chicken in a wok, fry it up, add seasoning, toss the veggies in, fry it up, add seasoning, toss some sauce in, put it on a tortilla, add cheese, add salsa, done. Simple, Very simple stuff. But I think eventually we're going to be doing way more complicated dishes. Right now it's just kind of we're settling in. So, shout out to Dragon S. Ball, who subscribed at Tier 1. However, I actually believe this was a gifted sub from Nolbert, if I'm not mistaken. So congratulations to Dragon S. Ball. You are now a subscriber and have access to all of the emotes, including the Super Saiyan Goku emote. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Ace Best did a 50-bit cheer and said, can we go even further beyond? I'm not sure what he's talking about. I honestly don't know. Thank you to Woo Bag, who did a 550-bit cheer. He is obviously the cheerleader for today's stream. He says Broly and Bardock have been confirmed for the Dragon Ball FighterZ. Yes, in fact, they are the first DLC characters. Broly, I could definitely see as being popular. Bardock, I don't know. Bardock's the father of Goku. And Bardock is not necessarily... he was never super powerful. He lost to Frieza. He died to Frieza. And not even, final form Frieza. We're talking first form Frieza. Now, he supposedly comes back during Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 as a super powerful masked character. It's pretty silly, in my opinion. But basically, he's not a very strong guy. I think people like to see him back just because he's the father of Goku. But, I think they could have put in tons of other characters that I think would have been a lot better than that. But Broly, I agree with. Broly, one of the big bad villains of the Dragon Ball universe, although he never showed up in the canon universe, he had 3 or 4 movies made about him. So, pretty cool. And to have him in the game would be pretty sweet. He has some pretty awesome abilities. He has the ability to do giant energy balls and shit. So I'd be very curious to see what his abilities will be. Will he be more of a bruiser type? Or will they actually give him tons of key blast specials? I don't know. We'll see how they design him and how he turns out. Could be pretty interesting. All right. Shout out to Mr. Swaggins, who says, how much for the Joker statue? Would you sell it to me for a reasonable price? I live in the U.S., and I'll get back to you soon enough. Honestly, Mr. Swaggins, I could not answer that for you. I would need to look up how much it's worth. I'm not even exaggerating here. The last time I looked up that Joker statue, because I actually have the exclusive edition that has the extra head, I believe. I think it has two different, like, facial. I'd have to double check. I don't remember. It's been so long since I looked at it. But the last time I looked at it, which was like over 2 years ago, okay, I was seeing them online for anywhere from $750 to $1,000. Okay, that's apparently the statue is way valuable because it's the Arkham Joker. It's the Arkham style Joker from the Arkham video game series. So a lot of people really like that design of Joker. So what I would say is, if you really are interested, Mr. Swaggins, email me, darksidefil@hotmail.com, okay? And by the way, in the email, let me know where you live. Not the address, but the state. And what I will do is, when I get a chance, I'll take a look at the statue again. I'll see if I can figure out an estimated value, what people are saying it's worth online. More than likely, I'll undercut that, okay? And what I'll also do is I'll try to estimate, what kind of shipping would be available, because that's going to be a major factor is, I could offer you a price, but then if the shipping ends up being exorbitant because of the size and weight of the box, you probably aren't going to want it anyway. So shoot me an email and we'll talk, okay? Shout out to Lady Morag, who did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Lady Morag. Olivisaurus Rex did a 25-bit cheer and says, as I know you went to LA in 2012 for E3, what sites and attractions did you see at that time? Not very much. Pretty much my entirety of my trip back then was focused on E3. So really the majority of stuff I saw was in downtown LA at the E3 Center. The only other thing that we did two things. We did walk down Hollywood Boulevard. So I did actually see some of the stars and stuff there. But I didn't actually stop to do any of the touristy things. Doing like a wax museum or doing that kind of stuff. It's more like a date stuff or a family thing than doing it with your friends. So I really didn't do anything like that. I didn't get a chance to go to any theme parks or anything like that. All I did was E3. And the one other thing I did, I went into In-N-Out, which I had heard was such a popular thing. In-N-Out. You have to go to In-N-Out if you're in LA, okay? Waited, no lie, about 45 minutes in line to get food, and the food wasn't great. I ate it, I was like, I'm not impressed by this. It's not great. This is like the same quality as like a burger I can get back in Connecticut. So why did I wait 45 minutes for this stupid food? It just didn't make any sense. I think what it is out here, people think it's so great. Well, out there, people think it's so great because they don't have it locally. For them, oh, that's our local delicacy. For me, that's like something I can get every day. So it didn't blow me away at all. I was like, this is such a waste of time. So anyway, that was it. I didn't really do anything. Didn't do any much or any touristy stuff back then. That's what I mean. I would like to go back there, now as an adult with, with Kat and maybe do some fun stuff. But we'll see. We'll see how stuff goes. Like I said, it certainly wouldn't be anytime soon. Sonic Wii did a 50-bit cheer. And he says, how funny is it that even Evo considers Marvel vs. Capcom dead to the point it's not even a main event? Yeah, well, it's funny, guys. And, it's funny when I say stuff and then all of a sudden everyone agrees with me later. But back when Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite released in September of 2017, I played this game hardcore for a week to the point where I was so good at it. I was top 100. I was ranked in the top 100 in the world on PlayStation 4. Okay? So I knew how the game worked. I knew the ins and outs of the game. I hated it. I literally hated this game. This game is terrible. It's one of the worst fighting games I've ever played. The entire game is based on pattern play, not reactionary play. And all you have to do is learn a pattern combo and a pattern rushdown. It's a 50-50 mix-up. Get one hit, ginormous combo, wash, rinse, repeat. There's literally no skill, no timing. It's just a 100% combo exhibition pattern game. A small child could play that game for a week and fucking master it. No lie, it's that bad of a game. It really is a terrible game. Now, I said this within 1 week of the game being out, and after hitting top 100, I played the game one more time, hated it, and said, I'm not playing this anymore. And people were like, well, Phil, you're good at it. If you keep playing it, you'll be really good. You'll keep doing well. Why are you going to stop playing now? And I said, because unlike these streamers and these full-time fighting game players where they rely solely on fighting games in order to keep themselves relevant. You know, they have to continuously play the hot new fighter in order to stay relevant. I don't have to do that. I can go play another game. Keep in mind, that was the hardcore gaming season. There were tons of new games coming out at the time. I said, I'm not someone who pigeonholes myself into one genre of games where I now have to play a piece of shit garbage fighting game for 2-3 months because there's nothing else going on. I have the freedom to go do other stuff, which is exactly what I did. Now, it's funny because at first, everyone criticized me. Oh, Phil, you're just a salty old gamer. You're not good at these games, which is hilarious because I was top 100 in the game and I quit playing it. All right. So you can't say I wasn't good at it. It's just that I didn't like it. Okay. But people will say whatever they want to make shit up. So their excuse was, Phil's just not good at fighting games anymore. And he rage quit the game and he never played it again. He sucks. Literally within 3 months, the competitive community realized how bad the game was as well. And they dropped it. To the point where EVO just announced their lineup this year. If you guys aren't aware, EVO is the national big fighting game tournament here in America. And they announced that, guess what? Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, a brand new game that's not even old yet, is not even a main featured game. They dropped it. They're not doing it. It's going to be a side tournament, a side event. There will be no major Marvel vs. Capcom game whatsoever being held at EVO because MVC Infinite is such a terrible game. So there you go. And, you know, I said it at launch. I said the game was crap. Everyone gave me shit for it. Then everyone collectively agrees with me later. Of course. You know. But I was wrong, and I made shit up, right? Of course. Stupid. Anyway, yeah, the game sucks. I knew it at launch. There's no reason to support it or pay extra money for DLC characters. And I'm glad I dropped it when I did. You know, I had the fun I had with it for about a week. I did really well. Like I said, I was top ranked. People enjoyed watching me whoop everyone's ass in the game for a week. And after that, I said, that's it. I got my money's worth. Fuck this game. Never playing it again. And that was the end of it. Okay, then. Infinite 55 did 100-bit cheers. Do you still have that Gears of War statue? I don't know. I believe it was the bronze Boomer statue. I think I may still have it. However, that statue is worth almost nothing. Like, I looked at it. That statue was, like, mass-produced. So I think it's only worth like maybe $80 or something like that. So that, I mean, would I sell it? Yeah, probably, but it's not going to be anything where it's like significant income or anything. It's not a big deal for me. So, okay. Fluttershy did a 25-bit cheers. As Phil, you should check out Eternal Darkness and Def Jam Fight for New York for GameCube. You can now play them. Hey, it's like I said, guys. It's definitely like I said. If you would be interested in seeing me play GameCube games, you know, definitely for downtime games in particular, I'd be more than happy. Now I have the ability to capture and play them. I do, you know, so keep suggesting stuff. And again, especially if we hit like a goal for Patron's Choice, that would be the ample opportunity to start nominating these kind of games, okay? Okay. Yusuke 14K just did a 1,000-bit cheer to become today's cheerleader. Thank you very much, Yusuke, for the support. He says, did they fix the online for Dragon Ball FighterZ? I deleted this shit when I couldn't play with friends and the ranked had a button delay. Well, apparently, Yusuke, they did fix the playing with friends. Apparently, for them to understand, one of the major complaints was that if you tried to play in what's called a ring match, where you created a ring that friends would join, they apparently fixed that lobby system. Okay? That's what I've heard. I can't confirm, because I haven't tried it, but apparently that is repaired. As for the ranked gameplay, I have no idea. That's what we're going to find out today. We're going to find out, is there a massive delay trying to get a match? Do the servers drop? How is the delay for match? You know, we're going to test all this today. And we're going to see if it's improved, because I've been away from the game for over 2 weeks. We'll see if it's gotten any better. Okay? And again, thank you for the cheer. I appreciate that. And Last Rambo says, but Phil, reasons that you disliked Marvel vs. Capcom are completely different from the reasons the mainstream disliked it. Well then, I don't know what to tell you. The mainstream is stupid. What can I tell you? The game was crap since day one. Complete pattern gameplay, complete 50-50 mix-ups, no reactionary gameplay, no footsies, no skill. Literally just mashing a pattern over and over and over. That's why the game sucks. If they think it sucks for other reasons, well, I think they missed the fucking point. Because the game sucked at launch. After playing it for 1 week, you could figure out how broken and garbage the game was. And there's no reason to ever play it because it's not a competitive game. It's just a combo exhibition game. So if they said something else, whatever, let them say whatever they want. All I know is my fucking reasoning is very sound. A single person has disproved it. So there you go. Okay. Okay, I think we've finally gotten through all the initial Oh, never mind. Ratchet Fan. What's up, Ratchet Fan? Ratchet Fan just tipped me $2. Good to see you back. And he says, good to be back attending streams. Been so busy. Plus, I finally became a patron of yours. Glad to see that Cat's finally there. Hope you guys have nothing but the most awesome of fun going forward. Thank you very much, Ratchet Fan. Good to see you back. And thank you for the support very much. Very nice. And ladies and gentlemen, Coral Guy has arrived and did a 25-bit cheer. He says, Phil, I got here. You can start the stream. Coral Guy has arrived, folks. That means we could start. Very good. Okay, that's what we were waiting for. Okay. So thank you very much, everybody, for a fun pre-stream. Thank you for your support. FYI, we are currently at 900. Wow, 900? That's wishful thinking. We're currently at 495 subscribers, okay? So we're getting there. I think definitely today we can hit 500 subs. I see no reason why we can't hit 500 subs on today's stream, okay? We're pushing for 550. So if we hit 550, the cooking show is going to happen. I want to do the cooking show. And obviously, 50 more subs is going to be tremendously helpful here at the end of the month to me. So please, folks, you know, if we can motivate each other, when you see new people subbing, use the sub hype emote if you're a current subscriber. You know, use the emotes, show people how awesome it is to be a sub. Let's have fun today, okay? Let's have some fun with a fighting game. I don't play these often these days, so this should be pretty fun, okay? All right, and one final shout-out to Infinite, who did a 50-bit cheer, and he said, Kozatov wanted me to say, cause for mod. Okay, then. There you go. All right. That's it, folks. Thank you very much. Let's get started with Dragon Ball FighterZ. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Infinite just did another 100-bit cheer. He says, Papaloo wants to know if you miss him. Ladies and gentlemen, we all miss Papaloo. Of course we do. Listen, Papaloo's not a bad guy. He just gets way overblown with what he says and does. I don't think he's ever honestly hurt anyone. And that's a good thing. He's not in here doing nasty stuff. He just gets way too excited. And takes things too far sometimes. So, there you go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to begin. By the way, my stream chat has frozen completely. I cannot see any of you guys talking, so hopefully it refreshes. Good thing I have the opportunity to boot the game here. All right, let's do this. Dragon Ball FighterZ. FighterZ.